Also little Destiny figures.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late, guys. I'm here. And, hey, why's Zach in my seat, man? What's going on? What's up?
BC,
Did you forget?
Did you get that? Did you get that email I sent you?
No, I haven't checked my email all day and checked my phone.
I probably should have sent it.
Well, you see, as per your contract, Section 5, Article 3.4, the signee will no longer be an employee of SCNS Live if he or she does not have an MPX belt.
But it's not my fault that I lost it. It was Nigel, and that's in crayon.
And that is a pity.
Yeah.
But also that, and my daughter worked very hard on that.
Daughter, I didn't, but she's 5.
Yeah, but she can write a legal and binding contract covering all of the addendums I need to. Anyway, BC, it has been a great honor for you to serve with SCNS. We appreciate your time.
We got a new news guy.
Watch. Have a good day. Thank you. Thank you.
Been nice knowing you.
Thank you. So can we get security over here?
Who is this guy?
Liz.
Can we get security? Can we get security?
Just put
It's
great. In crayon.
That's great. That's great.
Was that the janitor? Because he needs to really clean that bathroom.
Well,
We're not gonna talk about that. Anyway,
Taco Bell does that to you.
It's time for another episode of Super Cool Nerd Show. All right, we're gonna let him stay for
Let me stay.
for a little bit.
I don't have a belt anymore.
We felt bad. He gave us the puppy face.
He did.
Yes,
I think he cried a little bit.
In case nobody was paying attention to our Facebook page on Saturday night, which I saw a couple people were, BC is no longer MPX Tag Team Champion. It is a shame.
No, I am not. Not only am I not the MPX Tag Team Champion anymore, I did not make it to the record. I was 30 days shy. And I didn't even tell you, it wasn't even our fault that we lost the belt. Nigel Rabbit got involved again, that freaking British bastard.
BC, look, man, despite you not having a belt, you will always be a champion to me.
Oh, thanks, man.
Just like in that lame way that friends tell each other to make each other feel better. Not like in a real way, like a real champion with a belt. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, so welcome to the show, guys. Well, thanks for having us. Matt, thanks for having us. Matt is not here because yesterday was his birthday. I hope you guys wish him a happy birthday on the Facebook page.
He's 27.
He's watching the Cowboys play.
Son of a bitch. That's right. He is. He's not sick. Son of a whore.
I mean, he's ill and at home because he called in.
I'm gonna kill him anyway. But on the show tonight, we do have the lovely Miss Cora.
Hey.
Filling in for Matt, we had to get two because it's Matt. We've got photographer Ricardo over here.
Hola.
Of course, the jackass. His pants are falling down because he doesn't have a belt. Of course, Professor Chris K and Rob and Trophy working the boards. And our special guest from Dweeb Factory is here, Mr. Zach Marchand, who went out to San Diego Comic-Con. We ain't seen you since he jacked my pass and was like, I'm going to San Diego. Yeah. I'd like to thank him, though, because he did bring by a San Diego Comic-Con.
We had a good time in San Diego.
Me and BC are going to tell you the story of us getting that.
Dude, getting that thing was dope.
Okay, I want to hear it. Also, I got some figures from Mr. Ricardo over here who found these. Well, I needed some retail therapy because I had a rough week. So
yeah, you did.
I'm about to kill people. Anyway.
Aren't you always about to kill people?
Fuck you, Curtis and Nissan. Anyway.
Language. Didn't we talk about this? Where's Captain America? We need Cap up on the table.
Anyway, we've got a great show for you guys. We got news. We are going to be giving some dedications to Mr. Gene Wilder, who passed and broke all of our hearts this week. But let's not get sad yet. Anyway, guys, let's move on to some super cool nerd news.
Super Cool Nerd News is powered by Cinelinx. Cinelinx.com, your one-stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinx. We're kicking it off with Jumanji. Karen Gillian is joining the requel, sequel, whichever one it may be. And we also are getting some awesome concept art of The Rock, whose character is apparently named Dr. Brainstone, and he is smoldering. How you doing, Rock? Anyway, looks like WB wants more Harry Potter, and why not? I assume it's because they like money. The problem is the rumors are that WB wants to go the Hobbit route with the new Harry Potter play, The Cursed Child, and turn it into 3 films instead of 1 because money? However, earlier today, Warner Brothers did come out and leave a statement in which they said Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is a stage play with no plans for there to be a film. I can pretty much guarantee, though, we will be at least getting a trilogy for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. As far as more Daniel Radcliffe's Harry Potter, we just don't know, and we'll have to wait. It is official, though, that Stranger Things 2 is coming. We got our official teaser today, and it is very short, showing you the logo for the new season, as well as some of the characters that are totally coming back, and we're completely celebrating the 80s. Like I said, it looks like the majority of the cast will be back, and it will air in the later half of 2017. Back at San Diego Comic-Con, while I was in line making friends, hey Gabby, how you doing? And sleeping and not eating, Marvel was inside Hall H showing a lot of footage, and we finally get a little bit of look at that footage, which is the Thor mockumentary. We can find out what Thor was up to during the events of Civil War. And spoiler alert, Daryl makes his MCU debut. Speaking of the MCU, Jon Favreau is coming back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the Happy Hogan, and he is heading to Spider-Man Homecoming. Happy, for those of you who may not remember, is the chauffeur and bodyguard of Iron Man. Sure. Yeah, that makes sense, sure. I'm up for anything that brings Favreau back to the MCU. Sticking with Marvel, New Warriors and Squirrel Girl are apparently coming to television, and Jason is extremely excited because he loves Squirrel Girl. Don't we all? I don't think it's going to be Anna Kendrick because the word is that it's going to be a sitcom-style series, and I'm all right with it. We got all sorts of different kinds of Marvel movies and DC shows and whatnot. Let's get a superhero sitcom. Batfleck is up to his social media game, and he's released a cryptic video that includes a look at Deathstroke. Rumor has it as he will be the villain in the standalone Batman film, and that Joe Manganiello's abs have been cast as the character. And in our final news story, Jackie Chan will be getting an honorary Oscar for his career in film this year at the Oscars. Jackie Chan, one of my personal favorite actors, has been well known throughout Chinese and American cinema, with credits that include stunt work for Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon and Fist of Fury, as well as lead roles in the Police Story franchise, the Drunken Master franchise, Rumble in the Bronx, the Rush Hour franchise, Shanghai Noon and Nights, the Kung Fu Panda franchise, the Forbidden Kingdom, and his own animated series, as well as a booming Chinese pop musical career. If anyone deserves a Lifetime Achievement Award, it is the one and only Jackie Chan. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been your super cool nerd news, powered by Cinelinks.com.
All right, best news. I don't know. I got 2 bits in there. First of all, about time they gave some props to Jackie Chan.
Oh God, I know.
The man has literally suffered for his art.
Oh yeah.
He's almost died.
I remember a story. I think he was on Conan, and they were talking about how they called him up to do the Karate Kid remake, and he was all excited. He's like, yeah, I'm excited. Who's going to be Mr. Miyagi? And they're like, no, Jackie, that's what we want you for. He thought he was going to be the kid. I love that guy so much, man.
Anyway, yeah, because, okay, so.
Why?
What?
Everybody wants Zach. Everybody loves Zach.
Everybody wants Zach.
Everybody wants Zach. Everybody loves Zach. What's up, guys? Zach Marchand from the Dweeb Factor is going to be sitting over here with us. I don't have an extra chair for you.
I'm good.
You can just stand
Good.
right there.
Medically speaking, they say when you stand, it helps your sperm count. So I don't need that.
Glad
right
I'm
now
sitting.
In my life.
I'm glad I don't have to worry
And,
about that.
and spine posture. So
All right, so,
I'm good
yeah.
to go.
Oh, God.
Jumping on the
Either
news
way.
with us, man. So, okay, what were you most excited about in the news here?
I think the Squirrel Girl thing, they're really grabbing at straws. They're just like, what obscure character?
Fuck you! She is the mightiest
awesome.
hero in the Marvel Universe. She has defeated Doctor Doom, Thanos.
They made her like really powerful just by like a pure gimmick and chance. They're like,
He has not read my many articles on. I will fist fight a man who.
She's great. Like, I love the fact that there's a character like that exists by just like pure randomness. But why don't we just like focus on just making good shows and like get Iron Fist right instead of having 9 writers do
Iron
it?
Fist hasn't even debuted yet.
Exactly. So why are you jumping to Squirrel Girl? Like, how do you go to Iron Fist?
This is me and Zach fighting all show.
Sorry. So yeah, no, I'm really excited about everything though. Like real positive vibes. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad they're moving towards New Warriors because I enjoyed New Warriors. I don't know, Rob, did you read New Warriors back in the day?
Yep.
Okay.
Dude, maybe they can do like a speedball thing.
I
and
want
like
to see
a school blows up, and then speedball becomes penance. That would be really cool. Then he like puts like needles in his face, and he gets more powerful with needles.
I'm glad you brought that up. That was such a horrible time for speedball. Good lord.
I loved it.
Turned into a dominatrix. Well, a dominated with no dominatrix.
Well, I was really heavy into Hawthorne Heights at the time, so it was like perfect for me. I was like, I slit my
I'm just
wrist
excited
and
because
kill some bad guys.
The New Warriors team would actually bring us a couple of new factions into Marvel if they did it with the original. It would bring Atlanteans. They would have to bring mutants in because like 3 of the people on New Warriors were mutants. I think Speedball wasn't a mutant.
He was
Speedball a mutant?
Yeah. No.
No.
Well, I know Firestar and
But
Marvel Boy
Velociraptors, though. Let's be serious. They're gonna have
Marvel Boy
Velociraptors.
and Firestar were, and the best thing is like we get to use the new Sam Alexander Nova and not Dick Ryder Nova. Because Dick Ryder. I am so happy I got to use the words Dick Ryder when I wrote that article for Cinelinx, and there wasn't a damn thing Jordan could do about it. He was like, "You devious bastard." I was like, "Yes!"
Well, we know Marvel got the rights back of Namor like almost a year ago.
See? That would
so
be,
it
and
makes
they would
sense.
have to use Namorita.
Yeah.
We would get Atlanteans, which that'd be kind of cool, actually, bringing in the Atlanteans. Now,
Do you think they care to get the solo movie rights back to Hulk? Do you think they really care to do that? I don't think they want to do a solo movie.
It's really difficult to do a solo Hulk movie. Like they just can't seem like because it's too expensive to do just Hulk, and it's too boring to do too much Bruce Banner.
I feel like, and they would put a stupid price tag on that.
Yeah.
Because there is no contract where if they don't do anything in production, like Sony, it goes back to them. Like they own the rights. Period.
I liked it too, but it's not. I'm not gonna say it's not one of the most loved of the Marvel films. It's more in the lower half of what people think about those movies. But
so Ricardo, your biggest news for this week?
Deathstroke. Oh my God, I flipped shit because
I
I think everybody did.
Because I saw the clip online and I'm like, what is this? I thought it was the thing from Injustice or something. I'm like, no, wait, this is from Ben Affleck. Wait, is he the villain? Like, oh my God, he's the villain. And then when you said Joe,
we don't
Nothing's
actually know
confirmed.
he's the villain yet.
We don't even know if he's in Justice League.
We still, I mean,
Nothing was confirmed.
If anything, I think they're working on it. He's going to have some kind of role in Justice League. Because why else would they be working on it right now?
I hope they just don't use him as a throwaway character because I think me and Rob got into a big discussion about Deathstroke and how
I
powerful
really
he
think they're
is.
building. They are built like I think the rumors of the Arkham Asylum
yeah, that's
is
I
what
heard,
we're actually
it's-
building.
well, yeah, one of the rumors I heard was that there are gonna be a lot of villains for the Batman solo film, and I'm excited for that. But if they got Joe Manganiello to cast, I think that's great.
Figura.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Manu Bennett in Arrow.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
they made sure. Oh no, he's dead now.
yeah.
Okay, when
You
this
know.
turns out that Ben Affleck trolled all of us and he was doing some voiceover for some
We
random
gonna have to
video
kill his
game, I'm gonna just say,
I love
like,
that though. That's
yeah, like
I love when
it's,
people
dude,
do
it's
that.
really sketchy that this came out with no confirmation from DC at all. Like they
anything, it just
allowed him
raised
to
more
post
questions.
this but not say a word. It's almost just like they're testing us to see what the reaction was. Like they're like, okay, well,
This is
if
their
they
version of the
react
Deadpool clip.
Yeah, I guarantee that's exactly what this is. The fact that there's no official statement by it, they're like, let's just toss this out there.
I
see
doubt
what
that.
happens.
I bet it was Ben Affleck going, "Hey, I'm gonna do this," and they go, "That's cool, babe. We're not gonna say anything about it." He's like, "That's good. Don't say anything."
But then why wouldn't they come with a confirmation right behind it after all
Because-
the positive feed they've had?
Because it still
still
is
concept.
probably Ben Affleck trolling us. Like, yo, watch this. Like, I know we're gonna use him a little bit, but watch, we're gonna set the internet on fire again.
Maybe he's
because
gonna
I'm
pull
Ben
like a
fucking
Jimmy
Affleck.
Kimmel or something, and later on we're gonna see like the full clip, and he like walks through the camera and then takes the mask off, and it's Ben Affleck, and he's like, ah. Then we'd have to murder his ass.
People are talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all it is.
Yep.
We just
Building
want
more
let's
hype.
get people talking.
Cora, your big one from this week?
It's definitely the Jackie Chan. Because actually, I don't know if I read the article correctly or if you skipped it or whatever, but he actually did Chinese theater.
Yeah. I didn't mention the Chinese theater, but yeah.
Yeah, when he was younger, he did Chinese theater, and that's what got him to be an actor and why he was really, really fucking good at what he did. Because I don't know if you guys have seen Chinese theater, but holy crap. Just go type into YouTube Chinese theater and watch that. Later.
After the show.
After the
Safe
show.
search have to be on.
And what was yours out of the week? What's your favorite bit?
Okay, cool, I'll try it.
I want to go with her on Jackie Chan because I'm so excited for that.
We all just want to honor Jackie.
I've always loved him for so much.
I didn't know he was still alive.
Amazingly, yes.
I mean, Twitter,
everything he's done, he's still alive.
Twitter has
loved the Thor mockumentary. That thing is
I'm glad we finally got to see that.
I am too. Now, if they just go ahead and release the Planet Hulk footage that they showed in there, I'd be happy to.
By the way, at San Diego Comic-Con, I actually got to touch the actual movie props for the Planet Hulk stuff.
I hate you
that
so
I gave
much.
the footage to Jason a while ago. I gotta molest it. It's really cool though. Hopefully you guys see it someday. I'll show it on my Facebook page.
We'll get it out there. Anyway, okay, BC, thanks for the news. Appreciate that. So, I forget. Okay, so
It was a really slow week, man.
It was a slow
hard
week.
to pull out some news.
but I mean,
Most of that I got today.
I think the real downer of the week. What was it? Was it Tuesday or Monday?
It was Tuesday.
Dude, summer's over, man. All the big news stuff.
It was Tuesday.
It was,
It was Tuesday. Yeah, we all got the news that at the age of 88, Gene Wilder had passed.
83.
It was 83?
83.
I thought it was 80. Okay.
No, he was 83.
Oh, I got the 3, the 8.
Yeah.
So, okay. He hadn't done anything in a while. I mean, he had done a couple things where he talked about his films and reminisced about that stuff. But
Probably just trying to enjoy life.
Yeah,
Well,
his
he
family
he had said that
released.
He didn't really like where comedy was going, so he kind of pulled himself away from it. And recently, apparently, he had been a little ill with
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's and
Yeah,
whatnot.
the family releases at least 3 years, and he just didn't want to be out in public, and he wanted to be remembered for his older stuff, not now not like a former shell of himself, but more or less a former shell of himself.
and
so.
I can get that.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about like some of our best memories of Gene Wilder. I don't. Well, BC, you want to start off?
Well, mine will always be Willy Wonka the Chocolate Factory. You don't want to bury the lead there with it, but it was honestly growing up. It was one of those films that I watched constantly, over and over and over. So much to the point that I know even as the remake or the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Tim Burton one, I absolutely hated it because it was this one is so perfect. It's one of those films that is almost a perfect movie, and everything he's done was so incredible and so funny, and this was such a good movie, and I'll always remember it, always have memories of it growing up.
Yeah, I just remember when I was a kid, we used to go to my aunt's house, and she didn't have a whole lot of movies, but she had Willy Wonka, so I would always watch that when we were visiting her house. And I grew up, again, like you, watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and that's really the only very few things I ever saw of Gene Wilder.
No matter what the candy was that I ate as a child, I always had hoped that there would be a golden ticket.
Right?
No matter what it was, so that I can go and meet Willy Wonka.
I remember went to Walmart one time and they had actual Wonka bars. I'm like, oh my god, it's an actual scrumdiddlyumptious bar. Like, yes, I'm eating an actual scrumdiddlyumptious bar, and I can say that. Like, ha. And again, same thing. Open the chocolate and hope there's a golden ticket in there. But yeah, I mean, I grew up watching this movie as well.
And it still is good to this day.
Oh yeah, it's one of those ones that just holds up so perfectly.
And one of the stories I like about was like in the movie, when he was coming out of the factory, the kids didn't know that he was gonna come out limping, and then do the roll and be like, "Hey, I'm Willy Wonka," and the kids. That wasn't a genuine reaction from the kids, and I was like, "That's Gene Wilder. That was a part of him that he wanted to get genuine reactions from his actors."
Yeah, that was actually something that was thought of spur of the moment too. It was like right before he went out, it's like, I want to try something, and he did that, and the director's like, keeping it.
Yep.
Blazing Saddles for me. Like, other than stuff with like Richard Pryor, like him and Richard Pryor literally set for me like what a comedy duo is, especially in Stir Crazy Chris. The scene where he like jumps on the cop. He's like, just take me out of here. We're riding away. Like, it's absolutely amazing. Like how he manhandles and tricks. It's just. But for me, Blazing Saddles was my first introduction to a Mel Brooks movie, and still is my favorite Mel Brooks movie. I'm sorry you're Spaceball fans, but go watch Blazing Saddles. Like, I've never been more comfortable laughing about racist jokes in my life as much as I have in Blazing Saddles, and I feel okay doing it. Mel Brooks makes me feel okay with racist jokes, and I'm glad that I can do that in New Day and Time. But Gene Wilder's comedic timing, along with Mel Brooks's directing style, was great. You had, like, Mel Brooks can go straight from a straight guy, like, meaning straight as in, you know, stone cold face, acting serious, to totally goofy and funny within 30 seconds. Like, he had very good dynamic range, and I felt that Blazing Saddles did that. So that's my jam.
Mine, well, of course, Willy Wonka was my first introduction and has always been and probably will be one of my favorite films. But in high school, we were talking, I think, about radio theater, and she showed us Haunted Honeymoon. And that took the place as my favorite Gene Wilder film because it was just so wonderful. It was set up like it was going to be the suspenseful, dramatic, cheesy horror movie, but it was a comedy. And he was just absolutely perfect. And it was like Matt said, his comedic timing just was incredible. And the faces that he can make. And just the life he brought and personality to that character that he was playing was just incredible. I mean, I don't know what else to say. But I know when we first started watching it, I was like, I know that voice because it starts as like a radio drama, and then it shows him, and I was like, well, this is going to be a great film, and it was so much better than I expected.
I think definitely my favorite work, because I never really saw Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The first things I saw it eventually, but the first things I saw were those movies where him and Richard Pryor were together. Because for me as a kid, Richard Pryor comedy was banned. Because, you know, it's Richard Pryor. So when I would see him and Richard Pryor on screen, I feel like I was getting away with something. But I was watching these two play off each other. And I can't honestly think of a bad one that I didn't like between the two. I liked their timing, how they interacted with each other. That was my jam. Especially, like, I know it's probably not one of their best ones, but See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Yeah.
That's the one I probably like the most. I don't know why. Also, I mean, no one really talks about him and Kelly LeBrock in Lady in Red. It's not his funniest work, but damn it, I love that movie. It was Kelly LeBrock, who follows us on Twitter, by the way, which is awesome. That was out of the blue, that Kelly LeBrock. Anyway, the guys behind the boards, they're going to share some.
Oh, I gotta bring up word count.
Are you going to bring...
Another one with Richard Pryor, Stir Crazy.
We said Stir Crazy.
No, we did. That's another one that I always really enjoyed.
Mine, personally, I'm a fan of Mel Brooks. I started with Blazing Saddles because my dad, we went to this place called the Library, and we got this on a what's called a videotape.
Shut the fuck up.
You
know what videotapes are?
We know what VHS is.
I'm speaking about
Thank you.
Big fan. And then I found out Young Frankenstein.
With
Young
Frankenstein.
Terry Garr, Marty Feldman, the great Madeline Kahn, Kenneth Mars, who was also in another film with Gene, and that was The Producers.
Yes.
Which
Cannot forget that.
Not seen
Yes.
that the original is, I think, is worlds better than the remake. So,
yeah.
You know, watch it if you get a chance. Rob, what's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite is Young Frankenstein, which is a movie I actually stayed away from because I have this thing in my head that I don't like black and white movies. Don't want to watch them. I actually watched the Richard Pryor ones, with him and Richard Pryor first, and eventually at some point I watched Young Frankenstein. I could not stop laughing. All the other actors he had in it, like you said, Madeline Kahn, Terry Garr, Bug Eyes,
Marty Feldman.
Marty Feldman, yeah. The whole Abbey
Putting
Road
on
scene,
the Ritz.
when he's like, No matter what I do, no matter what I say, don't open this door. He gets in there, open the door, open the door, open the door. Freaking love it, and that is my best Gene Wilder movie.
Oh, yeah.
That is a good one. Yeah, he hadn't done anything in a while. And I know a lot of people, whenever they see, like, people on social media saying, you know, like, oh, R.I.P. to this celebrity. Oh, did you really care? Yes, motherfucker, I did care, okay?
Language!
Fuck you two. Anyway, I care, of course. These people made lasting works that are going to be with us even after they're gone. And for us to have these fond memories, let us have this shit, all right? Don't pull the... I'm speaking to a couple friends of mine. You know, let's not discount, oh, did you really care? Of course I did.
We grew up on these people. Our generation, you know, we grew up watching TV all the time or going outside. You know, we weren't always on our phones, on Facebook. We didn't have Facebooks, all that stuff. We grew up on movies like this, and it's like part of our childhood going away. It's memories that we have from when we grew up, and knowing that we're not going to get those kind of memories anymore. You know.
Do you know what? It stands the test of time for me because I showed my 4-year-old daughter, who's going to be a director one day. Just follow her on her YouTube channel.
Awesome.
It's not up yet, but it will be.
One day, right?
Just type in best 4-year-old YouTube channel. But I showed her both versions. I showed her the Johnny Depp version and the Gene Wilder version. And I totally expected her to fall in love with the Johnny Depp version. Mm-hmm. No. She hates it.
From the mouth of babes. Look at that.
She hates it, and she asked me to rewind all of the songs in the Gene Wilder version. Like, she's like, rewind it. She doesn't know how the remote control works, because she does iPads where you touch it. I have fingerprints all over my
What are these arrows,
TV.
Daddy?
Yeah, she's like, buttons are for old people. She like literally walks up to the TV, is like, next movie. Like, why isn't this working? But she literally, like, for her, that was like a huge testament to me about what timeless movies are. When you can show probably the most ADD 4-year-old in the world, and she's like, no, this version.
So, real quick, for those that like Willy Wonka, it's a little bit of a plug. We actually are showing the movie at the Alamo Drafthouse on September 17th. Originally, we do this once a year. And we usually have the original Mike TV and Veruca Salt in attendance. They do a Q&A. They usually sign posters as well. But as a part of that, we're doing 2 shows now, and they're both going to be not only the Q&A thing with Veruca Salt and with Mike TV, but we're also doing it as a tribute to Gene Wilder and his work. Tonight, actually, we were showing Blazing Saddles that we did a last-minute thing. I got
that on DVD. So I've had that movie on every media that I can. I think I even had it on Laserdisc at one point.
There you go, man. So yeah, September 17th, I think that's the date. Just go online on AlamoDrafthouse.com and get your tickets. Usually sells out. We gave away candy last time, so come out, check that out. Come and pay your respects to Gene Wilder at the Draft House.
So it's a man who's left a long career, a good career. Despite he's gone, we still got memories of him.
Are you guys gonna have a theme menu?
Yeah, we do. We always do.
Hells yeah.
I'm
gonna go. I'm gonna get some
snozzberries on it.
Dude.
I think we do. I think we did last year. We had a snozzberries drink.
That sounds delicious.
Well, you know this was going to happen. So
does it taste like schnozberries?
Yes.
Excellent.
I guess there's only one thing really to say now. It's like, come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin. Okay, we're not gonna do it.
That would have been a perfect part to fade into the.
We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. Anyway, we are gonna take a break. I do have some comics this week. Yes, I brought back Pics from the Rack. That's pre-taped.
Hey,
shut up.
He did his job.
Gasp.
Oh shit!
I don't have to. BC, you're rehired. Ricardo.
We'd be at a comic store, and he pre-tapes it. Where you can do it, where you can literally walk to the rack and pick it up.
BC, you're
but
rehired.
We're here, like, let's do it live, guys. Look, comic books.
I stand corrected. BC is fired again.
Damn you, BC, for having good ideas.
We're taking a break. Here's Pics from the Rack, guys. Check it out. It's been quite a while, but it ain't been all slack. It's time for an all-new Pics from the Rack. So yeah, it's been a while, guys. There have been some personal issues. I'm not getting everything, but my friends out there, thanks for supporting me through it. But forget all that. Let's talk about some comics. First book this week, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe #1. Now, there's a lot of Turtles books floating around, and sometimes it's hard to figure out which one you want to jump on or which storyline to follow. Well, this is an all-new storyline and a perfect jumping-on point. I think the characters are well represented in here. It's more towards the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I loved growing up by Eastman and Laird. There's some great comic variants to this. I love the interaction between the Turtles and introduces a new character in here. So, yeah, I kind of like the direction because the Turtles are actually being hunted now. It's no more joking around about the Turtles being in the shadows. People are looking for them and they want them, and it's a little disturbing, but it's really good. So, yeah, check out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe #1. Also this week, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #6. Now, I'm a huge Power Rangers and Super Sentai fan, but the thing about these books is there doesn't seem to be a real long-term consistent thing. It's almost like you get 1 to 2 issues of an episode, which that kind of plays into the Power Rangers television show. You didn't really have that long-running storyline, and it's starting to kind of come through in this book. As much as nostalgia as I want to have for this book, I kind of want that long-running storyline. It's still a good one. A new enemy has reared its head from the last issue. One of the Rangers is captured, and they're still with the whole "we don't trust Tommy" thing. I kind of get that because in the show, they were pretty much like he was evil 1 minute, and then he's good the next, and he's part of the team, yay. So that part I'm kind of liking, but you know, there really needs to be a long-running story in this book for me to keep interest in it. But yeah, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #6. And speaking of nostalgia, Future Quest #4. Now, my main gripe with this book is now there seems to be way too much going on. They want to introduce all these Hanna-Barbera characters, but there's no real dedication to any of the characters. We're just jumping around from one to the other, and in this issue they introduced yet another. They introduced Mytor. Nostalgia is one thing, but I think this is the nail in the coffin for this book for me, because it's just they're spending too much time trying to cover everything and bring in all these characters. There's no focus in the book. There needs to be that focus. I think I could have done with maybe just a Johnny Quest book or something of that sort. Maybe spread it out a bit. Let us fans pick and choose which ones we want instead of just shoehorning everything into one book. I hate that this is a gripe fest, but this I was really excited for, and now it's just seeming like a convoluted mess. Also this week, Thunderbolts #4. Now I do like this book because I did like the concept of the Thunderbolts when they first brought them out, and I like the fact that we're actually utilizing Bucky to lead the team. Now, they go up against the Squadron Supreme in this book, and that is no joke. When you're going up against the Squad, you're in trouble. But they handle it very well. They don't have the total cohesiveness of a team that I want them to have, but they shouldn't because they just really started being led by Bucky, even though these guys were kind of bad guys. Well, they were bad guys, and they've reformed a bit. There's a lot of tension in the book and just uncertainty, but I do like where it's going. I like this team, and like I said, the utilization of Bucky is another thing that's really, really appealing to me. So yeah, Thunderbolts, yeah, check it out. Also this week, Miss Marvel #10, which is a Civil War tie-in. I'm liking that Kamala is actually being tested now. It's not all fun and games for her anymore. She's seen what can happen when somebody really and truly gets hurt, and I think that's weighing on her a bit. Also that Carol Danvers, her idol, is maybe not the person that she thought she was. So she's really just being tested in this book as far as where her loyalties and her view of right and wrong, and I like that. It gives the character more depth. I've always said this is one of my favorite books. I love the character of Kamala. She's also getting a Marvel Legends figure, which I can't wait for, but yeah, this is really showing that struggle of her being a hero, and it's being done very well. Check out Miss Marvel. Well, that's all I got for you this week, guys. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, check out cinelinks.com. We're always writing stories, keeping you abreast of all your news, reviews, editorials, and more. And until next time, guys, catch you later.
You go 24 hours without Christmas.
All right, guys, welcome back. That was Pics Around. I promise to be more prompt and on time with these.
Mm-hmm. You say that every week.
Dude,
You almost killed Zach, dude!
I was dealing with a missing car, okay? Which y'all have been enjoying the stories about me just running this dealership through hell because they lost my fucking car.
Language! Courtesy Nissan. If you want your car lost, call Courtesy Nissan.
Courtesy Nissan of which location?
Of Richardson.
Richardson.
So yeah, we put him on blast.
Dude, I want my car lost next week. I'm calling them.
So anyway, Zach, we saw you last time right before San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You went out there as a representative of us.
Yes.
And I know BC got to share his stories. But we never heard from you because you was gone doing stuff.
Yeah, so it was, dude, what you guys talked about on the past shows of it just like being con crazy. It was like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, how sick were you when you got home?
Dude, I
was okay. Like a mug.
You had it bad. I didn't have it that bad. Like, I went and found the nastiest girl there and just rubbed my face on her just to get the immune system good for the rest of the week.
See, that's good. I think it was sleeping in Hall.
And it was like a disgusting looking girl is like the worst Harley Quinn ever. I was like, you have the vaccine I need. I didn't say any body descriptions. I just said nasty.
Nice. Anyway,
but
this was your first time attending San Diego
Yes, so
Comic-Con.
before, when you guys saw me before, cherry was full. This time now you see me, my cherry's popped.
Thank you for the exclusive, by the way. Appreciate it.
Yes. So the funny story about that, Jason, was
hilarious.
Which, by the way, me and BC get there, and we're like, dude, everyone and their dog keeps asking us to get us toys. Like,
yes,
do we have time? Do we have time to get toys? Like, and we're thinking as of toys, just standing in line and buying a toy. We're like, we don't have time for that. No. The process in order to get a toy is about the same process to adopt a child in the U.S.
That's underselling.
He's right. As a guy who's been, he's
dude,
right.
it's so bad. Like, they're like, okay, you have to show up here at this time, and then we give you a lottery ticket, and then maybe if we like your face, then you can come back and purchase a toy at these times on another day. And I was like, who does this? Which I did find out the majority of the people that do this are deranged individuals or people that do it for a full-time living.
Or me.
One of the two. It's a little both for Jason. But Jason did the most amazing thing for me. He let me go out on his pass with his name on it. And everyone's like, what's up, Jason? I'm like, who the fuck? Yeah, what's up, bro?
Were people really doing that? Oh!
A couple times. No, just like a couple times, like when I was like, hey, what's going on? And
we actually had to like meet people, and it's on.
I flipped my badge this way because everyone was like, oh, your name's Jason. I'm like, oh, it's French. It's pronounced Zach. But I flipped it around. It's fine for this week. But so I was like, you know what? On my Power Rangers, I'm here for that. One, we were waiting for a trailer to be dropped all weekend with the Power Rangers party that happened.
Power Rangers was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
Nice.
Me and BC thought about it this way. The movie's going to be released before Comic-Con next year. So this is their one chance to kind of, get things ramped up.
Everywhere. They even had the cast at Screen Junkie Central.
Yes.
Like, they've had these people, they had them all over.
So we're like something, a clip's going to be released.
Power Rangers.
Nothing. But my goal is to get you that toy. So I literally just sat outside there. They said they're going to give out raffle tickets. Raffle tickets are already given out. I literally sat there with like a puppy dog look on my face. The lady looks at me. She goes, are you okay? I go, yeah, I'm just waiting for a couple more hours, so maybe I can get a lottery ticket I just want to get my son this toy. And she's just like, well, someone didn't use their extra lottery ticket. You can just come up here. And I was like, thank you so much. And I walked up, and she's like, which one do you want? I was like, he loves the red one. He's dying, and he just loves the damn red one.
Really?
No, I didn't say that part.
I was about to go, none of this happened.
No. What really happened is just this lady's like, I can't believe they make you guys go through this stupid process. Just come up here. I have an extra lottery ticket. What do you want? I go, Red Power Ranger, let's get and go. She goes, here you go. I said, since I'm standing here, can I get those ones? She's like, don't push your fucking luck. And I was like, all right, bye. And I left, and I was like, I got it! BC's like, who'd you kill? Like, how did you get that? The rest of the weekend, I did try to get some of the exclusive Power Rangers. So what happened was, really, if you guys ever go to Comic-Con, just binge Thursday and Friday, buy everything you want those days.
Yes.
Wednesday.
Or possibly on Preview Night.
So I didn't know. Night, so they had exclusive Power Ranger comics for San Diego Comic Con. I was like,
that was Boom Studios. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, these don't look that cool. I can just pick these up whenever I want. I'm not gonna waste time on this. They were gone the next day. I wish I really picked them up. But they even try to get me even more. They're like, wait, it's a mural comic. I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, it's 6 issues that you put them all together and it makes a mural. And I was like,
crap. So if I don't buy one, I'm a fucking idiot. Because I only have one piece to a large mural. And that's how they get you at San Diego Comic-Con, guys. It's like, it's one piece to a giant piece, and now you're spending $200. I'm like, dang it. It was great. We met some great people out there. We got to hang out with the guys from Collider. We had some funny stuff happen. That bike, you know how you can rent bikes down there?
Yeah, someone stole. So you can rent a bike to get around town. You just they're locked up all over. They have bike racks everywhere.
Yeah.
You rent a bike, go somewhere. Someone stole his bike.
Well,
and returned it for him.
Actually, no. We followed up on that, by the way, with the company. What happened was is that I just didn't put it in the right spot on purpose, thinking like, who would take a bike that's like a paid bike, right? I just put it by the bar, and then it's gone. I walked out, and they're like, "Sir, your bike was not returned. Do you know what happened to it?"
I thought you said it had gotten returned because you got the receipt.
I thought so too, but they still called me and they said, it's not returned. Do you know what happened to it? I was like, I fucking returned that bike! I put it in there myself!
Language!
I want to remind you that there is a mic right there.
I fudging returned that bike myself, and I fudging plunged it right in the fudging spot, fudging several times. And they're like, oh, sir, we totally believe you. We just had to double check with you and see if there's any discrepancies. I'm like, do you think I'm a fudging moron who cannot fudge a bike in the fudge spot? And then we're like, no, sir, we believe that you're a capable human who can fudging return stuff in a fudge spot. And I'm like, fudge, thank you. And I ended the phone call, and guess what? They haven't charged me for fudge.
So, lessons learned. Your lessons learned from San Diego Comic-Con this year.
Do everything you can. Nerd out Thursday, a little bit of Friday. And then if you're going there for work, strap on your big boy underpants and get stuff done. I will say BC was a boss. I could not do what he did sitting in the Hall H line.
And not get in.
Dude, I was sitting there just like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, there's a girl over there dressed as Rick and Morty, and they're twerking on each other. Let's go watch that right now. And he's like, no, dude, Hall H, bro. Hall H. I'm like, dude, I'm just like, that's cool. Yeah, I'm going to watch it on my phone in the bathroom taking a pooper, and you're just going to be like 10 feet from me sitting in a sweaty aisle watching the same thing. And he's like, no, dude, Hall H, I need the experience. Like, I feel like if BC does not get the full Hall H experience, he will die. Now, when he does get the Hall H experience...
Look, the only problem was last year, after we saw Killing Joke, I should have gone straight to the line. I would have been in. But instead, I decided I needed 3 hours of sleep. Because why would you not need 3 hours of sleep? I went to the hotel for 3 hours.
That was the highlight of our weekend, though. Can I say, watching The Killing Joke, I really feel like that was the highlight of our weekend. A little, like, as panels and news and, like, what we were personally there for. Killing Joke was really, it hit on point. I will say it was a lot easier to get into Ballroom 20. Ballroom 20 is where it's at. I liked Ballroom 20 a lot.
But then you couldn't get back in, though, by the time Flash started.
Oh, no. It's like marriage. Once you're in, you're done.
You're in there.
You're done. If you leave, it will ruin your life. Just get in there like at 8 a.m. and just commit to it. That's what you got to do.
I guess you guys see the point of, like, I was saying, like, we need, like, teams to go out to San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh,
yeah. And it would have been good. I had a plan. I knew what we could have done. I just didn't get in to do it. So...
The other thing is, y'all mentioned no Power Rangers footage. Also, they just had recently, it's a con they hold every 2 years, Power Morphicon. No Power Rangers teaser yet.
No.
That's the biggest gathering of Power Ranger fans in the country.
So,
and everybody was waiting all weekend. No teaser, no nothing.
So my buddy, Andre, from Black Nerd Comedy, I asked him if it was going to be worth going this year. And he's like, dude, yeah, I'd love to hang out. And I was like, you know what I'm talking about. Is it worth going this year? Is something going to happen? He's like, no, not at this place. And I didn't push. When are we going to
see something teaser-wise for Power Rangers?
I don't know. I think after Bryan Cranston saying this is like the script is compared to The Dark Knight, you think they would be, and then the executive producer saying we're going 9 movies. You think with all this cockiness, they would release something and say, look, this movie's amazing.
Well, okay, look, we have March, right? I'm thinking probably, what's the big thing? Doctor Strange. I bet around Doctor Strange,
I can see that.
They'll start dropping a very basic teaser. And then we probably won't get anything else till January. we'll get our first actual trailer.
All right,
Do you think they're I think I like the science behind that because they're waiting for movies in general to be slow, and we know.
See, I was
February, January, things are slow.
They're probably done filming. Well, they're probably done filming. That's going to be a very
They've been filming for a long time.
Is the movie in the can?
It's been in the can before Comic-Con.
But it is
in the can.
It's very heavy CGI.
I didn't know it was in the can.
When
there's a lot of posts.
When they announced Bryan Cranston, it was in the can, sir.
Yeah.
So principal photography is done, but it is heavy CGI. So there's going to be a lot of work. Anyway, we will wait for that. Anyway, we also do want to go ahead and do some plugs real quick.
Jason, are you doing a review of the Legacy Collection Ranger that I just told you this huge diatribe about?
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Next week there will be a review of the San Diego Comic-Con Legacy Collection Red Ranger on my channel. Check it out. Well, on this channel. Sorry, not my channel. This channel.
This channel is your channel.
Whatever.
That's like Inception.
So it'll be that, and also some new additions that Ricardo found for me at Walmart, some Walmart exclusives, so those will be on the channel next week.
Shit.
I need Jokers.
We're going to work on it. But we also want to remind you, if you want to get a Loot Crate, because we will be filming a Loot Crate unboxing for everything that you can get in August. I think Hannah and Ricardo will be handling those duties.
Excuse me, my name is Cora.
Sorry, Cora.
Cora
and Ricardo will be handling duties on that.
Dude, these Loot Crate boxes are crazy.
They got a lot of stuff.
Last month was good.
We have Loot Anime, Loot Gaming. We have Level Up. We have, of course, the Loot Crate and Loot Pets, and they'll be taking on those in just a little bit.
What's really cool is the fact that Loot Crate is helping out all of our audience. So all you got to do is go to lootcrate.com/SCNS Live, and you can get a discount on every month's Loot Crate, man. So you got to go check that out. When you check out, put in the promo code SCNS Live.
Also, doing that helps us out as well. So if you want to use our promo code SCNS Live when you make your purchase, use it. It helps us out. Also, if you go to our Facebook page and click the Shop Now button, you can get these great T-shirts and other things with our logos on it and our faces.
Sadly, mine has a belt on it.
Now, I will say, Gooey said I didn't get Loot Crate because the one time they did the DBZ item, they pumped it up to be really big and it just was the keychain. Trust me, even my friends at Funimation were upset about that because they pumped it up more. But this past Loot Crate is really, really good. Even if you try it for a month, use the code. Trust me, it's hit and miss sometimes the Loot Crates, but I'll tell you, probably about every other one is worth it. And you have to remember, you're only spending $14. Like, the T-shirt's worth that much at that point.
True that.
I will validate that the anime crate this month. Choice.
Oh, and this is a Loot Crate shirt. So, I mean...
Yeah. That's a high-quality shirt right there.
And I love that design. I remember when Matt opened that up, I was
Doesn't it come with a dog version of it, too?
Yes. That's Loot Pets, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway... Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. We had a great time with you. Make sure you go over to facebook.com/SCNS Live. Like the page. Follow us on Twitter at SCNS Live and our Instagram, SCNS Live. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheX.
You can follow me at Hawks Perch.
I should have given out my wrong Twitter last week. It's Rick.
I don't know my social medias because I'm the intern.
It's Rick, RIC_Alvarez on Twitter.
You guys can follow me at your mom's house Tuesday nights
You've
at 3
done that joke before.
Well, until they walk in on me, I'm going to keep saying it. No. You guys can follow me at the Mad Zach. And in spirit with me is LA.
No, LA is not here.
He told me to say that.
I don't care what he says in the chat.
LA.
We were ignoring LA on purpose because he's going to give me the Gordon Bombay jersey.
Dude, he has responsibilities like watering plants, doing work,
the only thing
girlfriends.
The only thing in spirit here is BC's belt.
Oh. You're hired.
BC, where can they find you?
Oh, you know where you can find me. You can find me at MPX this weekend, taking on the Rabbit Empire, because Kenny Steele is going to pay for the sins of his British father for taking away my damn belts. There will be blood, and it might be Kenny Steele's.
The language.
Language.
Beat him up.
I'm going to hurt that bloody son.
Go find that video. He kicked the crap out of me. Anyway.
Kenny Steele, get ready, boy. And y'all can also follow me on all the social medias at Real Jackass.
Hey, do you guys...
REALJCKSSBC.
Cora, can you say your social media again?
It's at Hawks Perch. I also just put it in the chat.
Hey, do you guys know what else is pure imagination? BC's belt.
Oh! the chat asks, can we get some World of Warcraft Legion thoughts? Well, considering that I've been able to stay clean and sober for a few years.
Actually, my cousin is going to help me this weekend. I'm going to film a cherry popping of Warcraft period. I'm going to sit down with my new rig that I built just for QuakeCon, and he's going to teach me how to play World of Warcraft, and I already bought Legion.
Oh, God.
So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. You guys want World of Warcraft stuff? Follow me on Facebook.
Welcome to the Legion.
I am not,
it's going to be so good.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not the big World of Warcraft player in my house. My wife is, and she's the one that continually drags me back into World of Warcraft. It's like an addict living with somebody else.
So
come on, baby. Just try this one time. It's okay. I just need this exclusive mount. Come on, just come back to the game. Please, come on.
My cousin told me it's so amazing. Like, he was literally in tears. And I'm like, I'm down. But I feel like it's like heroin. Like, I feel after this weekend, you guys will never see me again. I'll be curled up in a corner of, like, a bathroom stall in 7-Eleven and be like, for the Horde. For the Horde.
I'll admit the right group.
Yeah. No, sorry. Actually, My Go Alliance. Because the new storyline.
No, fuck you!
The prince dies! No, the king dies! The king they built up in the trailer dies in the first 10 seconds of the game.
You play Horde!
No, Sylvanas, I'm not following Sylvanas. That great bitch doesn't have my vote.
And nerds start arguing. Anyway,
I remember when I first...
This is it for the show because nerds will start fighting and it'll be pretty pathetic. Anyway.
I thank
you guys for joining us. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. We got more stuff coming this weekend. Of course, this weekend we have live Nerd Interference with BC and Coach Matt.
That's right. Yes. And also, if you catch the replay of this video, make sure you go down there and comment. Let us know your thoughts on everything we've talked about tonight.
Yes.
So look for more videos this weekend. Anyway, guys, we are out. We will catch you later. And as we always say, keep on nerding.
Pointing, Zach.
Man.
I know, it's like at this point.
I'm sorry!
We give Chris like 2 seconds.
We're done, baby.